All right, hey guys, we're going to do a follow-up on this Creek Walker trading quiver that Donnie made for me. Right here's his logo. You can see it on there. I'm hoping it'll show up through there for you. I'll put the full review we did on this quiver earlier that I made a few months ago when I first got it. I will link that in at the end of this for you so you can see all those details, where it's off, it's on. I cover everything, dive into it. This one's more about how's it holding up, what do I think of it, and what do I think after using it as much as I have now. Because we've been hunting, we hunt every single week with this, okay? I'm not just shooting in my backyard. This thing, you can see it's got dings and marks and scuffs all over it now already. Look at the back side of that. Okay, this thing's getting beat up pretty good because it's used. I hunt. I'm out here hunting today. I'm hunting out here all the time with this thing, so it's getting a workout. What do I think of it? It's phenomenal. Okay, I'm so happy I have it. A lot of great quivers out there, but let me put it to you this way. After using this one as much as I have, I don't see a day for the rest of my life in history that I won't have one of these on my bow. Okay, I'm 50 years old. I'm at that point where, you know, let's say I got another 20 that I'm doing this stuff, that my stuff isn't going to change a whole lot. When you find the stuff that works incredible, and as long as Donnie's making these quivers, this quiver is going to be on my bow. And I say that because of some features. What are those features? Well, first of all, I love that the grip spacing, and I can still offset it and still be in my fade outs like I like. You know, most people will center these here and here. I run mine a little higher to get this out of my sight picture here, and I can still do that, and I have plenty of room in this loop, and I have that actually set so that when I carry it, you can see, in a minute, you'll see I have more room in the front here than I do in the back, because I purposely spaced this exactly where I want it for this gap here, so that when I'm carrying this bow down here, I can have back of my hand resting on that, and it keeps the bow from wanting to roll like this in my hand, keeps it from wanting to do that. See how bow wants to lay that way? If we just hold it, because you got a quiver on there, it's going to naturally want to tip like that, okay? So as you're carrying a bow, walking through the woods, you got to constantly keep it torqued so that it doesn't roll over on you. Well, with this one, and having this space being perfect, how I offset that with that there, that fits my hand and prevents it from rolling, okay? I don't get any roll anymore. There's nothing there. So I love that feature of it. I love this. When I'm shooting, that is completely out of the way. I got more thumb room than I know what to do with. It's irrelevant where that is, but when I'm carrying it, you can see where I have that set. It's perfect to give me that kind of a pinch in there with my hand. That means that I don't have to worry about twisting to hold the bow upright. It just leans right against there on the back of my hand like this and doesn't move. The spacing between here and here is perfect for a ASL longbow with short fade outs. You can see we have very short fade outs that we have to work with inside of here. The fact that Donnie will customize the spacing from point A to point B anywhere from 7, this is a 10-inch, but from 7 inches between here all the way to something like that. I mean, you would name it, he'll do it for you. But this works perfect. But having these here close is very important for the bow, but having the gripper and the hood start here is a bummer, because then you have all this access arrow sticking out. If this gripper was moved to here, then that means that all this is floppy out here, okay? And if my hood is here, if my hood moves down to right here and my gripper moves to right here, then that means I got so much arrow hanging out of there that is not captured and controlled, becomes a problem. On this one, because of this, you can see how far up Donnie puts that hood. Sorry, gnats are getting me pretty good here. But you can see how far up he puts that hood, which means that it's here, not down here. And from the location mount here, we go all the way down to here for the gripper. And if you have longer, like James, his arrows, he actually has an extended one that comes down even further for his longer arrows, but the grip point is the same on the bow. The gripper for the arrows moves. These are so solid, okay? This is such a rock solid setup on these arrows. It's just so, it doesn't wiggle, it doesn't move, it doesn't rattle, it doesn't do nothing. It's just so flawless in design on these things. They pop in and out with authority. Okay, look. Okay, listen to this. Hear that? They lock steady. I mean, they don't creep, they don't move, they don't do nothing. Now, your hood quiver you get will probably be gray. Donnie gave me a white one because he knows I love white ones. So I can see this at night in the dark. When I go to put my arrow back on, I don't want to before I put my headlamp and stuff on, sometimes I'm done, it's dark. Okay, I take my arrow off my string, I want to put it in there. The black lets me see where the holes are on here so that I know where to put that into. See how they get the holes turn black from your arrow going in and out? out. Well, now I can see that against the white really easy and see, okay, I got to put my arrow right in there, and I put it in the same hole each time, okay? So it's a beautiful feature to have the hood foam in there, but this hood foam, you know, being white, and I like that. Donnie will do that for you as well too if you want. But the quality of this hood foam is phenomenal. I love this hood foam. It holds tight. It takes a beating. It's been through the ringer, and it's doing very, very well. Even where my judo is, which is in and out all the time in there, you can see that. Like I said, this thing just, I'm so happy with this quiver. I love everything about it, and I'm glad I got it. I have extra pieces and parts. He will do customizing. Will do everything you need for this thing, and he offers different grippers. You can get a Great Northern gripper. You can get this gripper. This gripper is my favorite gripper. I have Great Northern grippers on my Great Northern quivers, and they're not bad. This one here is my favorite gripper. But you know, I have all new pieces and components of this. You can do the snakeskin, like I said, and the wood on here. He's got tons of options. That video will be linked in the end for you, so that's a good one there. The only thing on here that I want to make a point to do is I want to, every once in a while, I hit a little bit of WD-40 or REM oil and put it on these little screws that are on the back of the quiver here and on the back of the quiver head here too. Remember, we're hunting, I'm less than 45 miles, I'm like 40 miles as a crow flies to the ocean. We get a lot of salt to that kind of stuff, and it's always humid here. So it's important to keep that stuff kind of coated a little bit, those bolts on there real fast like that. But this thing's been through the ringer. It has proven itself time and time again. Straight up love it. Favorite quiver out there in my opinion. Check it out. I'll put a link down below for you. But Donnie Wilson makes these over at Creekwalker Trading. Absolutely amazing quiver. I give it 100% thumbs up, hands down. You probably, like I said, probably for the rest of my life, you probably won't see a different quiver on my bow. I shot my Great Northern for like 26 straight years, and I loved it. And I thought it was the best thing in the world, and it was incredible. Then when I got this and I realized all the advantages to this, I'll probably never have another quiver on my bow. This one's amazing, straight up incredible. So there you go, little video for you. Thanks for watching.